Welcome to day 2 of drawing HAWT MEN Supersonic Speed Edition. While sketching, since speed is the main thing here, we're not gonna do those types of messy and fur-looking types of lines. Those are for noobs. And you don't wanna be a noob, do you? So, you're gonna need clean, steady, single-stroke lines. It shows confidence and it looks more professional and aesthetic. Like this. You don't have to worry too much about it being too accurate or having all the details in it, because we're gonna add those details in the color phase. Just have a shape that somewhat resembles what you wanna draw, and that's enough. One tip would be to just try to draw without zooming in the canvas. That way you can focus more on the bigger shapes and what's important first. I won't even add eyes now because why do it now when you can do it later? But for beginners, I seriously advise you against that. Just sketch the eyes before coloring. It'll be easier for you. You can try to not adding right now, but I think it might just confuse you a little bit when you try to paint without guidelines at a later stage. But yeah. That's the sketch, and it took me exactly 9 minutes. We're not gonna do the line art because otherwise I wouldn't be able to make this in under 2 hours. Yeah, this is how it looks. Pretty simplistic, right? He's faceless, I know, but that's just part of life. I first put down the reflection of the building that is probably glass made. It's hard to tell. Then I add the stripes that are in the building and colored. Whatever this is. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell, it's all blurry. But it kind of looks like one of those toilet stalls with a bunch of trash bags near it, but no idea. I tried to match all those colors with the reference by darkening it with a multiply layer and then adding a light with an overlay layer. Still doesn't look good, but let's go back to the character. I started by adding shadows in the clothes because it was his least intimidating part to paint. This face. This face scares me. But at one point or another, we gotta face our fears. So let's try and add more detail. A random light blue color on the face and shadow on the neck. And a little bit on the nose. Those lips are very terribly small. Yuck. Let's move on and just cast some light around our pretty boy. I tried to add some detail to the hair. Terrible mistake. So after 52 minutes, we got to this. Yeah, it looks rough, and he looks like a slender man with small lips. But fear not, for I trust the process. It gets better, I promise. I'll add some snow and noise on separate layers and folder just to add more mood to the image. Then I'll add some more details to the background, like shadows on the toilet stall and details on this van. I still have no idea what type of building this is. Doesn't matter. I'm just adding colors to the shapes that I see on the reference, because frankly, I have no idea what those are. Okay, I think the background looks fine for now. We're about an hour and 30 minutes in. Not much time left. I finally decided to add eyes to our faceless boy. And let's fix those lips, cause oh my gosh. I'm trying to make him look down on us, but I'm struggling. The right eye looks fine, but the others just... At this point, he kinda looks like my profile picture. No offense. I didn't fix the other eye, but at least I added eyelids and made his chin look sharper. Don't worry, we can always fix that later, even though we don't have much time. Let's add a little bit of blush and add those cutesy Asian eye bags. And a little bit of depth to the ear. And his neck's looking kinda short too. Acceptable. But he looks so dead inside. I'll make him smile a bit. But he still looks dead inside. How about some reflective light on his eyes? Maybe that'll inject some life on him. Okay. Now, for the hair strands, I kind of just went with the reference. I could make a tutorial on how to draw hair, just not today. I duplicated and blurred the background and added some more snow with blur effects and edited the colors a bit. Beautiful! Looks cute. I wanted handsome, but cute is fine too. And this is what it looked like after 2 hours and 10 minutes. But the title said under 2 hours. And to that I say, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Okay, so after this, I just let it rest in the oven for, I don't know, 2 days. because I couldn't really spot any mistakes, because after you stare at the same picture for too long, you stop noticing all the mistakes. So I just forgot about it and refreshed my eyes. And I'm glad I didn't post anywhere, because then I realized how horrible it looked. I forgot to record me fixing it. So after those 2 days, after I managed to spot those mistakes, I kind of fixed it and it looks like this. I wanted to make him look more alive, but then he looked like an e-girl. That's even better! But I forgot to record me fixing it. But here's what I did. In a normal layer, I added more hair covering his forehead, mostly because of his bald spot. This bald spot was in the reference, but looks kind of strange in the drawing, you know? I also injected some life into the eyes with just a simple dot. Look at the difference. That inside, not that inside. Okay, in the next one, I added some more saturation to the neck and some random white lines around the character to give a sense of detail. Fake detail. In the third one, I gave more color to the skin, which looking back looks a little bit overdone, but meh. And in the multiply layer, I added some blush. Woo! The other two are pretty boring. I just wanted to make him blend a little bit more with the background. All those small changes took me around 15 minutes. Okay, so actually it wasn't under 2 hours, it was more like 2 hours and 25 minutes. I'm sorry. But yeah, if you wanna draw faster, I'd like to note that I did not have to draw hands because of the reference, and the pose is not complicated at all. He's just standing there.